Hello everyone, that red comet here, but you can call me Yuta if you want to. And today I wanted to make a quick guide on how to play against Armor King. Armor King is the latest introduction in the Tekken 8 roster. I mean, it was introduced, it was released a month ago, but I only recently bought the DLC, and I want to give you a few pointers on how to deal with this character. And the interesting thing is that this character was already available, of course, in Tekken 7. But when I played against this character in Tekken 8 for the first time, I was a little bit confused because he changed a little bit. And the first thing that I noticed is that this character is has an insane amount of countered launchers. I was getting countered launched constantly against them, and it was so weird because that wasn't the case in Tekken 7. But you really need to be careful when you're playing against Armor King, because he is out of control with counter hits. He really resembles a Tekken 7 character, because in Tekken 7 counters they were out of control, and you can see that. He has, for example, down forward 3, which is a safe counter hit launcher. He has down forward 2. It works in a similar way as Kazuya's down forward 2. This is a launcher on counter hit. Then he has wall standing 2, which is also a safe 12 frame counter hit launcher. We could mention down back 3 as well. High crush. This goes under. I want to show you how evasive this move is. This goes under Dragon's down forward 1. This is a super evasive homing low that launches on counter hit. But not only that, he also has forward 2 is old Demon Paw. This one. This is also a counter hit launcher. His new Demon Paw is 4 4. We're gonna talk about this. 4 2 is now a counter hit launcher. And he also has a number of other counter hits that are not counter hit launchers, but they still deal a lot of damage. Like down 2, for example. Still safe. You get wall standing 1. You get wall standing 3-1. Guaranteed. This is a new move introduced for a Tekken 8. Armor King didn't have a 30 frames while standing Punisher. Now he has it, and it's pretty damaging, I would say. Before, in Tekken 7, he was forced to punish with while standing form all the way up until 15 frames. But now he got this one that synergizes with this down 2. But not just this one. Also, he has a counter hit property with his down forward 1 too. I mean, it's insane. It's really insane, and you really need to be careful about how you approach this character. He really resembles Brian in this game, which is weird for Armor King, in my opinion. Also, I think up forward 3 is also a counter hit launcher, safe on block. You really need to be careful. This character, you don't want to challenge him too much. If you don't know what you're doing, you want to be careful about challenging him. And for example, you can see a typical flowchart with Armor King, which involves his sidestep 2, this new low he received, which is +3 on block. I think evades quite a lot, and on hit, it's +3. And as I told you, he has a 12 frames safe mid counter hit launcher from wall standing. So he's gonna do this low into this mid. And if he catches you pressing a button, you get launched. So you need to be extremely careful about how you challenge him, especially when he's in crouch, because he has this. And this is a typical flowchart that Armor King players, they spam a lot. So be careful, don't press. If you get hit by this, remember, this is most likely going to come out after the low. Low into this mid. Of course, you can step it, I think. I haven't really tested this. In general, when it comes to sidestepping, you want to sidestep left against Armor King. Yeah, you want to sidestep left against Armor King. And this is also a different thing from Tekken 7. In Tekken 7, you wanted to sidestep him right. He was a little bit like King. King, you want to sidestep him to the right. But I noticed that most of his attacks, they track to the right, while if you sidestep towards the left, there is very little he can do outside from homing options. And this is also very... you can see this also with his down for 2, as you can see here, which is spammed a lot, especially at round start. It actually reminds me of Kazuya a lot when it comes to his round start options. You know that most Kazuya players, they really like to use either down for 2 or down 1+2, right? That's typical when you're playing against Kazuya. That's typical. Down for 2, homing mid, counter hit launcher, or down 1+2, low, high crush, counter hit launcher. They synergize so well at round start. And it's a very similar thing with Armor King. He likes to use down for 2 at round start, or he likes to use down back 3, which also resembles down 1+2 with Kazuya. This is, by the way, 22 frames, so this is pretty much unreactable. It is launch punishable on block, but the properties on this move are just insane. Just the sheer evasion, +6 on hit, homing, counter hit launcher. I mean, that's a bit too good. It's 22 frames, so technically this is not reactable, although maybe some players can react to this, but I think that this is mostly unreactable. Okay, so basically, like I said, you mostly want to step in left, a little bit like a Mishima. You don't want to step right. As you can see, his down for 2 also can be stepped towards the left, as you can see. He has an extension in down for 2-1, but if he wants to launch on counter it, he can't add the second hit. You see, he loses the launch if he does that. So most Armor King players are gonna stick to the first hit. But then again, also down 2 is incredibly good. Of course, he has the classic forward neutral 2. It's not a counter hit launcher like in Tekken 7, but this still hits like a truck, because he can go into stance. This becomes +13, and he gets a guaranteed hit engager on you. He goes into stance, and he does that, and that's guaranteed for... You can't see it, it's 49 damage, pretty much 50 damage, basically. So he gets 50 damage out of this. You can see the chunk of damage that Dragunov takes in that situation. So again, his counter hits are ridiculous, but you can step him towards the left. I mean, this is neutral, right? Neutral, it's not neutral. It's like that's not tracking, right? Yeah, you step him towards the left. However, he has some homing options, some pretty interesting homing options. Forward 3 +2, but from far away it's +4, as you can see. Then he also has this mid here. This looks like a high, right? I thought it was a high, but no. This is a safe mid homing with good reach, as you can see. And of course he also has this one. He also has this low. But this is launch punishable at -26. And then, you know, typical King stuff. He has a forward to 1, but this doesn't have a mix-up. So unlike King, where he can do like a forward 2 and then he does like the punch like this, and he can launch you if you try to duck. He doesn't have another extension, so it's only forward 2-1. So this is very risky to throw out. So make sure you duck the second hit. Although I know it's a bit difficult. Be careful about his downward one extension. Now he has an extension. If you played Tekken 7, you probably know that he didn't have an extension out of his downward one. He only had this downward one, which was -1 on block, but in this game is -3 because he has an extension, which has a counter hit property. So be careful about this high. Again, like I said, it's you really need to be careful about counter hits, because he has a lot of options, and also for 2. but he's mostly gonna use Forward 4 now because this is his Demon Paw. Mid, just like Demon Paws, he can heat dash out of it, get a full combo. Of course, if you block it, it's +5 like usual. So it's a typical Demon Paw. He doesn't have an electric. He only has like a Wind God Fist, Dark Upper. So he can't really play like a Mishima because he doesn't have that spammable high. Maybe he can try to use this one, CD1, which is still very plus though, as you can see, it's +5. So, but it's not a natural hit launcher, thank God. So he can't launch you like a regular Mishima, not even on counter it. So, but all of this is steppable towards the left. So that's all you have to do. Just like Kazuya, if he tries to use this type of neutral, you can just step towards the left. Wait. As you can see, you can just step towards the left and evade his neutral. One last thing I completely forgot to mention is this gimmicky unblockable here. Armor King players are going to use this at the wall a lot. This is a wall splat, it's an unblockable, but it's a high, can be ducked. It's pretty slow, 35 frames, but it can catch you by surprise because for the first part of the animation, it's not like he's attacking or anything. It's just moving around. It's hard to identify this move quickly because you don't see. Also, usually when you do an unblockable, the character is surrounded by key sparks. In this case, it takes a little bit for Armor King to show the key sparks, so you can easily be clipped by this if you're not careful. But of course, if you get used to the animation, you will be able to dodge this on reaction. So you want to be careful about this when you're at the wall. But again, these are just a few pointers. This is not meant to be like a complete guide. I still need to lab the character a little bit more, but these quick tips definitely helped me against this character. I was struggling a little bit, then I bought the DLC and I labbed him a little bit, and when I realized this, these few things about the character, that helped me tremendously when playing against Armor King online. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and take care.